हे गाइस, इट्स योर बॉय शाहरुख शफकत हियर फ्रॉम शॉकी ट्यूब। तो आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है वो है फेमिनिज्म, इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ राइट्स, इक्वल पे एंड औरत मार्च। चले आए बगैर किसी टाइम वेस्ट किए हुए इन सब पे बात करते हैं। तो पहली चीज़ जब हम बात करते हैं फेमिनिज्म की, उसकी एक्चुअल डेफिनेशन से शुरू करते हैं कि उसकी एक्चुअल डेफिनेशन है क्या। उसकी एक्चुअल डेफिनेशन बेसिकली ये है कि फेमिनिज्म जो वर्ड है वो फेमिनिन से ड्राइव हुआ है एंड इट टॉक्स अबाउट वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट। सही है। सो इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ राइट्स फॉर वुमेन कंपेयर टू द मैन इन टर्म्स ऑफ इक्वल पे, equal voting rights, equal rights to go ahead and do their jobs, take their independent decisions. अब फेमिनिज्म की तीन स्टेजेस होती हैं बेसिकली। पहली होती है लिबरल फेमिनिज्म, लाइक देयर सब ग्रुप्स ऑफ इट। तो पहली होती है लिबरल फेमिनिज्म, दूसरी होती है रेडिकल फेमिनिज्म, तीसरी होती है एथिक्स ऑफ केयर। पहली मैं बात करूंगा लिबरल फेमिनिज्म की, एथिक्स ऑफ केयर की बात करूंगा दूसरी, और एंड में बात करूंगा मैं रेडिकल फेमिनिज्म की, और उसकी भी एक वजह है। अच्छा, तो so liberal feminism basically says that as we are progressing in a modern world, there should be like conjugal roles. तो अगर ज़रूरी नहीं है जो एक सेट किए हुए हैं ट्रेडिशन के तौर पे रोल्स वो सेट ही रहें, नहीं ऐसा नहीं है। अगर कुछ रोल्स गलत हैं जो एक बंदी पे या एक बंदे पे इम्पोज कर दिए गए हैं, तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि आगे भी वो कंटिन्यू। हाँ, एक हमारे यहाँ कल्चर और ट्रेडिशन डेवलप हुआ है कि घर पे ही रहेंगी औरतों का काम सिर्फ रोटी बनाना है और सिर्फ मर्द ही जाके है ना बाहर जॉब्स वगैरह कर सकते हैं। तो ये बहुत बड़ी मिसकंसेप्शन है और परसेप्शन है जो हमारे एक नेशन में सेट हुई हुई है। तो अब इस पे बात करते हैं। ये लोग क्या कहती हैं, लिबरल फेमिनिस्ट बेसिकली स्टेट दैट देयर शुड बी इक्वल अमाउंट ऑफ वोटिंग राइट्स, लाइक आई ऑलरेडी स्टेटेड, और मतलब हर तरीके से इक्वल राइट्स मिले। कोई रोल हमारे लिए सेट नहीं हो, हमें फ्री होना चाहिए वही रोल करने के लिए जो मर्द करता है। तो और ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वी शुड ओनली डू फेमिनिन चोर्स एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट। चलें, ये तो हो गया लिबरल फेमिनिस्ट ही कहती हैं। अब बात करते हैं एथिक्स ऑफ केयर। एथिक्स ऑफ केयर वाज बेसिकली फाउंड एट अ टाइम वेयर देयर वाज डिस्क्रिमिनेशन, स्लेवरी एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट गोइंग ऑन इन द फ्रेंच मूवमेंट एंड ऑल्सो इन द अमेरिकन मूवमेंट। तो उसके बाद एथिक्स ऑफ केयर निकला था जो बात करता था कि नहीं, इनको वोटिंग राइट्स होने चाहिए, इनको स्लेवरी के लिए नहीं बनी है, मेड्स के लिए नहीं बनी सिर्फ, दे आर मोर देन जस्ट मेड, दे आर मोर देन जस्ट अ वर्किंग मशीन। इस पे बात हुई and they were like progressive about it, and they moved forth with that, and it actually helped a lot of women actually getting a voice for themselves. सही है, मान लिया, taken good care of that, and I completely appreciate their initiative. And if that kind of feminism is still existed or still exists in a utopia, then I would actually be supporting it. But here is the issue. यहाँ मसला आता है। मसला क्या, ये भी बता देता। मसला ये आता है कि there are groups like a cult, major groups of women who just hate all men completely. And these ladies or these species, these specimens are known as radical feminists. इनके दो एजेंडाज हैं। पहला एजेंडा ये है कि follow patriarchy. Alright, that's debatable. We'll talk about that in another podcast for sure. सेकेंड चीज़ जो ये लोग कहती हैं वो कहती हैं कि all men should die. Like, I'm being honest about it. These are like statements. Like, we don't need men to survive in this world. Like, men are like trash, and bland statements like that. तो ये सारी चीज़ें जो वो कहती हैं, ठीक है। अब मसला कहाँ आता है? If I'm trying to support feminism over here, then of course feminism does include and consist of these subgroups. So I have to keep in mind that what is the percentile and the percentage of women, or or percentage of women who are in like the line of liberal feminism, ethics of care, and also radical feminism. So if we take a percentile out, which we'll talk about, so what we see is in these last 5 years, the left wing है वो basically left-wing movements, pro-activist, feminist के लिए have increased in a radical manner, and their agenda is just to get rid of men from all the good places, all the higher places, and also from the world, to be precise. अच्छा, तो मैंने जैसे कहा कि इनकी परसेंटेज में बढ़ रही है, ये क्यों हो रहा है, इस पे भी हम ज़रूर बात करेंगे। ये लेफ्ट विंग मूवमेंट निकली कहाँ से, ये हाउ डिड इट ऑल स्टार्टेड? अच्छा, तो एक मिथोलॉजी कह लें आप इसे, या आप इसे एक मतलब एक मिथ कह लें, तो इस पे ये है कि देयर इज़ अ डिपिक्शन एंड देयर इज़ लाइक अ होल historical knowledge, or ground that they hold, that they say, which completely is not proven in any mean whatsoever. लेकिन वो ये कहती हैं कि there used to be a place like utopia, everything was perfect, everything was going good, और ये सारी चीज़ें थी because women ruled the world. सही है. And what happened then? Women ruled the world. They were like in all the good places, like top-notch places. Men were like working under them some sort and doing stuff like that, and they used to follow all the commands of women. It was like go girl type of thing. फिर उसके बाद ये लोग कहते हैं कि patriarchal movement आई, British Empire से movement आई, and they just got rid of all these hungry feminists. तो ये वो कह रहे हैं, मैं नहीं कह रहा. अच्छा, तो फिर वो लोग खुद कहती हैं कि they got rid of us, they enslaved us, they oppressed us, and they got hold of all these huge places like the buildings, like empires and stuff like that. It was acquired by male dominance, but this is not proven in any way whatsoever. Whatever they're stating is just like a utopia which was in their mind. There is no place such as that. कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ, कोई historical background नहीं है इसका. It is based on just assumptions. That is why it's called a myth. ये सीन था. That is how this radical kind of movement started. And it was, now it is not coming as equal rights. अब equal rights के लिए नहीं आ रही. Like literally they are coming for vengeance. They come at you like with big words like tactics, frontline, things like that, woman card, and all those big words that they have with them. So it's like they're in a war with us. अब ऐसा नहीं है कि they want equal rights. They're here for vengeance. Like this is me being really honest. This is what I see. अब मैं कुछ intellectual debate अगर रखना चाहता हूँ किसी के सामने, तो I just state कि ये है, ये है. These are like the points which should be worked on. I agree that these are the points जहाँ लड़कियों को साथ देना चाहिए, work करना चाहिए, and we men are fought over there, and we will surely sustain and try to provide whatever we can from our side. ये सब हम कर सकते हैं. लेकिन उसके बाद when they bring a counter argument, it's all about we do not need you man, we do not want you man, like we can do this in our own and stuff like that. So this is not gender equality. This is like just getting rid of one gender and dominating over other gender. So it's like you're replacing male masculinity, which is known to be toxic as you portray it, and then what are you replacing it with? You're replacing it with radicalism, which is like a bias against men, that all men are dogs and you hate all men. So what does this tell about your movement? So that's something that which we should think about as well. चलिए, तो हो गया फेमिनिज्म पे. अब बात करते हैं हम औरत मार्च पे. अब औरत मार्च आ रही है आपका like on March, of course. It started in Karachi and it got a voice and stuff like that. अब इससे what was actually the aim of Aurat March and what actually took place? The aim of Aurat March was actually to bring in significance the issues which were not highlighted in our society and which nobody talked about. The equal amount of rights, equal pay. फिर उसके बाद आप बात करें child marriages की, child abuse की बात करें, early marriages की बात करें, आप बात करें rape culture की बात करें, आप harassment की बात करें, और फिर आप बात करें आगे अगर और जाना चाहेंगे तो आप बात करें stereotypes की. These were like the things which needed to be pointed out, and which some ladies actually in the march were trying to prove these points, that these things are happening in our nation and in our country. So these are the things that we should work on. ठीक है, इस पे बात हो रही थी. But like I said, this left wing still exists. Left wing जो है radicalism का, वो तो यही कहते हैं ना कि like men are like nothing, like they are not anything, like this is what they come up with, and then they ask for equality. मतलब when you're degrading another gender, then how can you be equal to that? तो बात ये आती है, ये सारी चीज़ों पे बात होनी चाहिए थी. कुछ लोगों ने बात भी की इस पे, लेकिन the major things that were talked about was basically things like खाना खुद गर्म कर लो, like okay I'll do that, सौदा खुद ले आओ, सब्जी का तोल के खुद ले आओ, क्रूज में पार्टी खुद करा लो और थिंग्स लाइक दैट. मतलब ओके, आई एम हियर trying to do that, but why are you trying to make this a game of cherry picking? आपको जो अच्छा लगता है वो आप पिक करते हो, जो बुरा लगता है वो आप हटा देते हो. This is not like a buffet. Men are not buffet that you can basically pick anything and leave something which is yucky. So it doesn't work that way. अब दूसरी बात क्या है? The placards, the cards and the boards and stuff like that, the sheets and stuff like that, which actually were shown and showcased, and it was a bamboozle, and it was all over, like it came up like a storm, and it took over all of the major media and the social networking channels. Things like this ke mere kapde meri marzi, mera badan meri marzi, and things like that came into play. I mean, what is yaar? I'm not trying to say something over here. Karna kya cha rahe ho yaar? What are you trying to achieve from this? Okay, we can sit down and have a debate on you wearing what you want to wear, and we being not to judge. बात सिर्फ इतनी सी है कि if we are in our dead beds and then we go to our graves, तो बेटी जी आपको भी छोटे कपड़े पहनने पे उतने ही चित्तर पड़ने हैं जितने मुझे पड़ेंगे अगर आप छोटे कपड़े पहन रही हैं और मैं आपको गंदी निगाह से देखूं. सो इट गोज़ बोथ वेज. तालियां दो हाथ से बजती हैं, एक हाथ से नहीं, ये याद रखना. सो इफ़ यू वांट इक्वालिटी, ऑफ कोर्स यू विल गेट इक्वल चित्तर्स ओवर देयर टू. ओके, दैट वर्क्स फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस, राइट? तो बात सिर्फ इतनी सी है कि इट वर्क्स बोथ वेज. आप छोटे कपड़े पहनेंगी, ओके, दैट इज़ योर फॉल्ट. इफ़ आई लुक एट यू फ्रॉम दोज निगाहों से अगर मैं देखूँ आपको, तो that is my fault. I am responsible for my actions and my reactions, and so are you. So हम दोनों की गलती है. It doesn't go one way or the other. जो आप कर रही हैं उसका हिसाब भी होना है. So you cannot portray it as if it's your will to do whatever you want, because you have to be bounded to certain rules and regulations. So should we. We're not allowed to look at a woman from a point of view of an object. Objectification के तो मैं बिल्कुल खिलाफ हूँ, सही है. But that doesn't mean that कि मेरा जैसे मैं मेरी मर्जी में जो पहनूँ जैसे पहनूँ, कपड़े छोटे करूँ. So this was not the actual motive of feminism. It was not for just wearing less clothes, being objectifiable and men looking you as a piece of meat. That was not the actual aim of feminism. The actual aim was all of this which I just stated. अब होना क्या चाहिए, which has been happening in these scenarios also. होना ये चाहिए कि there are some female non-female leaders doing this, and I really appreciate that work. और सबको ये करना चाहिए कि we should go to like these rural areas जहाँ basic necessity, basic education, basic living rights नहीं है. अपनी बच्चियों को मारा जाता है, पढ़ाई करने नहीं देते उनको. They do not let them do anything. They do not let them take their own decisions. बच्ची बाले हो गई, शादी करा दो. Like freaking ask her if she wants to get married or not. हमने चॉइस ही नहीं छोड़ी बच्चों पे. हम वही मुसल्लत करेंगे अपने आप पे जो हमारे माँ बाप ने किया था. It's like freaking a roller coaster going on. Like it's like we're running in Ferris wheel, like we're riding a Ferris wheel. It goes on and on and on. और वही circus repeat हो रहा है. Like it doesn't make sense. तो इस पे ये बात हो गई. Actual issues should be highlighted in Aurat March. If you want to do that, surely be a part of that. But actual issues should be highlighted, not this bullcrap of images to be portrayed and these slogans just to get famous and some likes on Facebook, and you want to be that girl के oh my god मैं यार लड़की थी जो ये plug card उठाई हुई थी, and now my images are everywhere. Like nobody freaking gives a damn. You are being ridiculed and rebuked more than you are being appreciated. So yeah, do give that a thought. अब आखिरी बात करते हैं equal पे equal rights पे. अच्छा, जो क्वेश्चन आता है वो बेसिकली ये होता है कि why do women do not get equal pay. चलो इस पे हम बात करते हैं. Why do they not get equal pay? And they should. I completely agree that they should get equal pay. Now I'll tell you why. I'll surely tell you why. देखें मेम साहब, जब टाइटैनिक डूब रही होती ना, so for some freaking reason I have to be that guy that will drown in that icy water, and you get to leave on that ice sheet with your loved ones. Where is the equality over there? लोग कहते हैं कि टाइटैनिक लव स्टोरी. I believe it's a horror story. Like it's a horror story for most of the men. What else can I say? और फिर उसके बाद अगर घर में आग लगती है तो पहले होता है बच्चों को निकालो, बीवी को निकालो, और हमारी शर्टें आग में जल रही हैं, but nobody gives a damn because we are men and we have to protect and serve the family. Like where are the equal rights over there? फिर उसके बाद आती है like if there is a robbery taking place in our home, All right. So why are we the freaking person who goes up to the door and opens the door up just to see, oh my god, oh yes, there is a robber, and get stabbed in the stomach, and then we come back and acknowledge, okay, yes, there is a robber at the door. Now you are safe, but I'm stabbed. Like, why should I be the one going to the door and getting stabbed for all of you guys? आप क्यों नहीं जा सकते यहाँ? तो आपको दिखाना चाहिए ना, we are equal. So yeah, go ahead. Next time a robber shows up my door, you should be the one opening the door and getting stabbed. So now once you do that, we will surely as men look into the scenario of equal pay. Then again, it is what it is. So I guess I'll get comments like, you have your own bias, you are misogynist, you're like girl. My mother is a doctor. She goes from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. and works for the family, grinds for the family, and she provides the family. So I am not conservative or backward minded or something like that. So yeah, don't come up with that shit. Oh my god, you have your own bias, your prejudice against women. No, I'm all about that equal rights. But at the end of the day, the rights should surely be equal.